you think about price, think about value. What value are you bringing to the table? The target audience of that person would come to our page and be like, oh, affordable, and I'm going for it. They have known you, they trust you, you have integrity. You can leverage on that to price your product. What can you do better? What can you add to just make your own price more reasonable? Do you expect me to sell the same price as someone in Abuja? Or do you expect someone in Abuja to sell the same price with me? Your overhead costs are the expenses you incur in your business to keep your business running. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. This is where you should be. Here I film about business, I film about finance, and anything that would add value to your life. And today I'll be talking to you about factors you should consider before pricing your product. Without further ado, let's dive straight into action. So the first point here is, before you think about price, think about value. What value are you bringing to the table? You cannot just say, as a business owner, you are just starting up and you just want to say, okay, my price is 50k and you expect me to pay you 50k. Why? What? Which? Whom? Whose? What other this thing do I need to use? Ow! What value are you bringing to the table? Let me give you an instance. About 4 years ago, the phase of life I was in then, I wasn't making money like that. I was just trying to, patch things up. So I made up my mind that let me buy good egg. I wanted to buy 2 weave. I bought one for 27k. I bought the other for I think 17k. Then, honestly, that money was a pain in my ass as I was bringing out that money because it was like for something thousand, and I could actually direct that money elsewhere. But I was tired of the fact that I had just one original egg and the other ones you buy them in 3 months, they will tango and all that. I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm like, okay, let me buy this weave. I bought it, and till last week I still use one of those 2 weave. I just wash them. I treat them when they are dirty, like monthly, some to 2 months, depending on how I use it. At times I'm on braid, few times I'm on braid, or few times it depends on how often I use it. I maintain it, sha. So last week I was looking at one of the weaves. I'm like, oh man, I got value for you this weave. Like, really? With the look of things, I'm still going to use that weave for the next 2 years. Like, look up. I felt happy. It kind of gave me like a kind of feeling like, oh damn, I saved a lot of money from buying this weave. And because of that experience, the last time I bought weave, last year July, the weave I bought was 50,000. Not because you feel, oh, you can afford it. No, I bought it because of the value. And when I bought it for 50,000, it was wholesale. They sell there. Normal price for that was 80k. And if I did not have access to the wholesale, I would have gotten it for 80k. Because I'm buying with the mindset of I would use this hair for 7 years, my dear sister. 7 good years. That's my plan. Don't think, oh, I'll use it for 7 years. And if you are a seller, you want to sell an original weave, and you know that my fear is, number one, I don't want to be buying synthetic. Buy 5k today, next 3 weeks sponge. You know all this synthetic hair will become sponge if you are a woman. I do not want to invest in 5k 10k every month. Before I know it, the hair is spots. No, I want something reliable. If you know that I value this, you speak in a language that I would understand, and I will patronize you because you would hammer on that value that this hair, I can guarantee you are saving it for the next 6 years. This is a guarantee from me to you. So I'll be looking at the fact that I don't have to bother about hair. If I have like 5 of these, of course I won't buy it once. If I have like say 4 of these, at least for the next 2 years, I don't have to bother about buying a weave. Do you understand? Value. The last, even if I want to buy another weave today, I won't be thinking like, oh, I won't be thinking about the money. I'll be thinking about how much is saving me, how much I'm saving at the end of the day, because before I use the synthetic, it is now sponge in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. Do you understand? So what value are you bringing to the table? You cannot just come and say, no, we can't just pay. No, we won't pay you for that. We won't pay because we feel we should pay you. We won't pay because we feel you deserve it. We pay you as your client because of the value we are getting from your brand. What value are you bringing to the table? So ask yourself a question. What value is my brand bringing to the table apart from my competition? Is it my packaging? Is it my quality? Is it my delivery? Is it the experience I am giving my clients? What experience am I giving them? What is it like? Is it my time frame? Maybe my competitors deliver in a week and I want to deliver in 2 days. What value differentiates you out? So you have to first consider value before you even talk about pricing. We value. There's something like that. We value. Please like this video if you are enjoying it. Please also subscribe. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss my content. I dish out valuable content. Trust me, they are very valuable. So you don't miss the next time I post so that you can get a notification. So let's go to the next point. So the next point to consider before even pricing your product is target audience. Who are you targeting? Now let's assume someone is selling bag, another vendor is selling bag. Vendor is targeting students, and our goal is to make sure students are able to take nice and quality bags to school at an affordable price. Bags from 5,000, 7,000. And vendor B, let's assume I'm vendor B. Me, I like money. I'll target working class. My target is working class. I'm a lover of money. I'm not a picture of love. That's a joke anyway. So let's assume I'm vendor B, and I target working class that earn between 500,000 to 1 million naira in a month, because my bag starts from 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and as a student, of course, only few students can afford to buy a bag of 50,000. So our targeting are different. Therefore, our message will be different, and our pricing will be different. Do you understand? So if I'm selling a bag of 80,000 and vendor is selling a bag for 6k, 8,000, 10,000 naira, who do I want to target? Who you want to target will determine the message and the pricing. However, have in mind that someone that is targeting a student maybe would most likely have more sales volume than you. At the end of the month, she could sell 1,000 bags, while you targeting luxurious people. While you may be selling like 300 pieces in a month, but it's okay, it's fine. The main thing is you are balling. The person who is balling, all of you are balling in your niche. So have a niche. Who are you targeting? Who are you speaking to? If you are targeting students, you cannot tell me a bag is 40,000 when students are your target audience. No. Except if you are targeting people that are dating, I don't know. You get it? So except for that case, really, when I was a student, the bags I could afford were bags of 5,000, 4,000, 6,000. I could not afford a bag of 15,000. I could not. Do you understand? So who is your target audience? Your target audience will determine the size of their pocket, how much they earn, and that will determine your price. Don't just plaster price. Bam. Your target audience will determine your price. Sometimes back, I needed something and I tried searching for it on Instagram. Then I stumbled on a page, and when I got to the page, I loved the things I saw, but the price, I was like, damn girl, are you sure this thing is original? Well, after that, I told myself, baby girl, calm down. Is it like you're trying to be proud or are you trying to be proud? And I'm like, okay, I come against the spirit of proudness. I'm not a proud child. However, I am not the target audience for that person. I saw what I want, I saw what I like, but I feel like, man, this price looked too cheap for me. It's not original. It's most likely not to be. And I did not buy. I left the page. However, the target audience of that person would come to our page and be like, oh, affordable, and I'm going for it. That's it. Do you understand? So we have different phases of our life, and what we could afford is different. So who is your target audience? Are you team affordable, or you are team luxury, or you are team, if you can buy what I'm selling, but if you cannot buy, hello, this is the way out. Some brands are expensive. If you can afford it, you buy them. If you cannot afford it, it's not fight. They won't fight with you, but they can show you the way out. So what team are you when it comes to pricing? Okay, the next point is brand perception. How do people perceive your brand? What kind of brand are you even putting out for people to perceive? That matters a lot. Let me give you an example. Most people know Toke Makinwa. When she started her bag, she has a bag brand. She sells bag. For the kind of brand Toke is building, she has been in limelight for a long time, even before she started selling bags. You would not expect her to sell bag of 5,000 for what? 5,000 for what? As of 2 years ago, I went through her page. I think I saw bags of 60,000. I do not know how much it's selling now. That is because she has built her personal brand to a stage that people would give her the money with joy. That 65k, like, oh man, you deserve it. So the brand you have built over time to can matter how you would price your products. If you have been building your personal brand, me coming here on YouTube showing up is me building my personal brand. Do you understand? At a point, if I decide to launch a new product line, I would not sell it the same price of someone that is not known, someone that is just starting business for the first time, launching the product. So we can never sell at the same price. No. Brand perception. Are you just starting from the scratch? Do people know you before? What is your brand perception? Who do people perceive you to be? What is your class? That matters when it comes to pricing, to your brand perception. There's a page, they sell shirts, but their shirts, the person is a celeb. I've never forgotten her name. She makes shirts. And the shirt starts from 35,000, just normal shirts. And people buy. Why? Brand perception. She has been out there for a long time. She has built a brand. She's known. And you won't expect, between me and you, you won't expect her to come out and sell a shirt for 5,000 naira for you. Or 4,000 naira. For what? Do you understand? So, brand perception is another thing to consider when pricing your products. If you have been in a business for a while, people have known you, that can make you increase your price because of the perception of how people perceive you. They have known you, they trust you, you have integrity. You can leverage on that to price your product. Do you understand? So let's move to the next one. Another thing to consider when pricing is how much is your competitor selling and what can you do better. Now let's assume, let me use this my paper bag of my business for example. If this bag costs 1,000 naira and I want to start making this exact bag, I'll go online to check my competitors. How much are they selling? Never be pressured to sell at your competitor's price. Never. The reason why you're going to check how much they are selling is because when you sell at your price, perhaps your price is more than their price. Some people will come to you and say, sorry. Some people will come to you and say, Mrs. A sells her for 8,000 naira. Why are you selling her for 12,000 naira? You know the best response. You'll be prepared for them. Like you'll be like, you met me prepared. I'm prepared for you. So you research on your competitors. How much are they selling? So when someone is saying your competitor is selling for a lower price, why is yours like this? So you can tell the person that my competitor does not use a paper bag. I deliver to you with a paper bag. My competitor will not give you this kind of card inside your item. I give you card. My competitor will not write sweet love notes inside your gift item, and I do that for you. I sell gift item. Do you understand? This is an edge. So if my competitor is selling for 15k, I can think like, what can I do better? On a bit overhead cost of something I can do better, production cost. Maybe sell a paper bag that cost me 2k, right? That's 17k. I can decide to sell mine for 20k. But when you come and tell me that why is my own 20k, I'll tell you it's because of this and that. What is your competitor doing? What can you do better? What can you add to just make your own price more reasonable, more higher? Do you understand? So check out your competitors. What are they doing? Okay. Another factor you have to consider before you allocate pricing to your product is your location. Someone in Abuja will not sell at the same price someone in Ibadan is selling. Let me give you a quick gist. I have an wholesaler. She's in Abuja. Anything I give them in the wholesale group, she sells. In fact, I have like 3 of them in Abuja, and their prices are high. If I'm giving them something for, let's say I'm selling something for 16,000 naira, I come to the wholesale group, I can give them for 12,000, 13,000. What these people do in Abuja, they just times 2, pam. You give them for 13k, they just blow it up and sell for 26k, pam. And I'll be like, what? Even me that I'm giving you this product, I did not put times 2 to sell for you wholesaler. I did not buy for 15 naira and sell for you for 100 naira. But you guys in Abuja, you guys are bad. And you are bad in this contest does not mean they are bad. That means thumbs up for them, but they are still bad. Do you understand? I could not sell at that price because I have to factor a lot of things to be able to come up with my pricing. I am not doing copy and paste. Oh, she's selling for this price, let me sell for this price. No. They are in Abuja. And yes, the people they are selling, people are buying from them in the same Abuja. Because these people need to have a perception that this thing is good, that is why it's expensive. They understand who they are selling to, and their location has a great effect of how much they are selling. However, overhead cost in Abuja is expensive. Even if I will do something for them from Ibadan to Abuja, then I was in Ibadan. I'm not in Lagos. My business runs from Lagos now. If I will do something from them, if I want to go and collect something in park, my transportation in Ibadan there could be like 200. Now that I'm in Lagos, my transportation is like 800. If I want to go and collect something, I want to order something and all that. In Abuja, it could be like 1,500. So do you expect me to sell the same price as someone in Abuja? Or do you expect someone in Abuja to sell the same price with me? So your location is a great factor you have to consider when pricing. Where are you? Your location matters because your location will determine who you are selling to. Do you understand? And another important factor you have to consider is your overhead cost, fam. Yeah, your overhead cost. Your overhead costs are the expenses you incur in your business to keep your business running. And apart from your cost price, other expenses incurred. Now, when you buy product from Turkey to Nigeria, you would clear your product, your shipping fee, it is an overhead cost. You pay for your space. If you have a physical store, it is an overhead cost. Electricity, you pay NEPA bill every month, it is an overhead cost. The branded bags you use to deliver your item, you use nylon, you use branded bags, you send out card with your item, it is an overhead cost. You buy tape, nylon, it is an sellotape, it is an overhead cost. Transportation, where you go and pick your item from the shipping company down to your store, is an overhead cost. If you are sending out others, maybe you are going to the park or you are dropping off at God is Good, DHL, it is an overhead cost. Data is an overhead cost. It's funny that most people don't see data as overhead cost. Me, when I am calculating my overhead cost, I calculate my data. Yes, Conra data, I would calculate it. Because all these little things you think of, they are very and extremely important. Anything. If I go and pick up my item in the warehouse and I eat gala, my dear sister and brother, that gala is my overhead cost. You can say, maybe I ate it with my mouth. Yes, but I ate it on the run when I was on the run for my business. So every extra expenses you spend on your business is your overhead cost. And a lot of people make mistake when it comes to overhead costs. They don't calculate something like electricity. They would not calculate data. They just calculate few things. You have to calculate everything, every damn thing. Even your time is an overhead cost. But for that time, you make it up with profit. So let me just leave time out of the matter. So I hope you guys got value. Please like, give me a thumbs up if you got value. Share to business owners in your circle that needs to hear this information. You can attest that this content is valuable. I take time to make research. It is not easy. It's a lot of work. From the knowledge I have, I look at the things that is still happening. I'll take everything together, make videos. It is a lot of work. So if you know the amount of light in this room to make this video pop, it is a lot. Please support me, like and comment. What do you think? Is there anything in your mind? Say it. I don't bite. You think I bite? No, I don't. So what have you learned in this video? What would you do better? What would you start applying in your business? Or what factors don't you even consider when it comes to pricing? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.